Team Ninja has never hidden its ambitions. From the very beginning, Nioh was a response to Dark Souls, not an imitation, but a reinterpretation through faster combat, deeper systems, and an obsession with mechanical mastery. With Nioh 3, the studio is clearly aiming higher than ever before. This is not just a sequel, it's an attempt to redefine what the series can be in a post-Elden Ring world. The result isn't a genre revolution, but it is the most confident and refined Nioh experience to date. One that blends the studio's past successes into a single, muscular action RPG that knows exactly what it wants to be. One of the most noticeable changes in Nioh 3 is its shift away from strictly linear, mission-based progression. Instead of hopping between tightly controlled levels from a menu, players now explore large open zones spread across different regions and eras. These areas act as hubs where you can roam freely, accept side objectives, grind for loot, and approach challenges at your own pace. This structure immediately feels more modern, but also intentionally restrained. Rather than one massive uninterrupted map, Nioh 3 opts for multiple sizable zones separated by loading screens. It's a practical decision that keeps the experience focused while still offering room to breathe. Each zone has its own visual identity and environmental theme. Some are wide, open landscapes dotted with villages and enemy encampments, while others are dense urban spaces that reward careful navigation through narrow streets and interior spaces. The variety helps keep exploration engaging, even if the core activities themselves feel familiar. To be clear, Nioh 3 doesn't reinvent open world design. You still clear enemy strongholds, hunt down optional bosses, open chests for gear, and complete straightforward side quests. Points of interest reveal themselves as you move through the map, leaving little room for true discovery or hidden secrets. But here's the thing, it works. Nioh has always been about progression, not just leveling up, but refining your build, experimenting with weapons, and constantly chasing better loot. These open zones serve as an effective playground for that loop. Even when the activities themselves feel routine, the rewards rarely do. Every encounter has the potential to drop something that meaningfully improves your character or nudges your playstyle in a new direction. And if you hit a wall, the solution is pretty simple. Go somewhere, grow stronger, and come back prepared. That flexibility makes the game feel far less oppressive than earlier entries without sacrificing its identity. Importantly, Nioh 3 hasn't abandoned its roots. The game regularly funnels you into smaller, tightly designed story missions that feel much closer to the first two titles. These sections are more focused, more deliberate, and often more intense, but once completed, they're gone for good. This places a lot of pressure on the open zones to carry the game's long-term appeal. Fortunately, the strength of the combat system ensures they do. Even when the world design lacks surprise, the moment-to-moment action rarely does. Combat remains the undisputed heart of Nioh 3, and this time, Team Ninja has expanded it in a meaningful way. Instead of simply refining existing mechanics, the game introduces two fully realized combat styles: Samurai and Ninja. Samurai is classic Nioh. It emphasizes stamina management, precise timing, defensive play, and mastery of weapon stances. Key pulses return as a core mechanic, rewarding players who maintain rhythm and discipline during prolonged fights. It's heavy, deliberate, and punishing, but deeply satisfying. Ninja, by contrast, is all about speed and misdirection. This style favors mobility, evasive maneuvers, and rapid strikes. Instead of key pulses, ninja play revolves around dodges that leave behind decoys, confusing enemies and opening them up for counterattacks. Ninjutsu tools like shurikens, explosives, and stealth takedowns further reinforce its hit-and-run philosophy. Switching between these styles mid-combat isn't just encouraged, it's often essential. Each combat style has its own skill tree, and every weapon category adds another layer of customization on top of that. The sheer number of options is staggering. You can specialize heavily in one approach, but doing so means ignoring a massive portion of what Nioh 3 offers. Certain enemies and bosses are far more manageable with a specific style, and the game is clearly balanced around players engaging with the full system. It's demanding, but never arbitrary. When you fail, it usually feels like a lesson, not a punishment. Add guardian spirits, magical abilities, and a powerful temporary transformation known as the Living Artifact, and Nioh 3 becomes a sandbox of brutal, expressive melee combat. Few action RPGs offer this level of control and flexibility, and even fewer execute it this well. Veterans will immediately notice that Nioh 3 is more forgiving than its predecessors. Enemies still hit hard, bosses still punish sloppy play, and mistakes are rarely ignored, but the overall difficulty curve is smoother. The open zone structure allows players to prepare more thoroughly, and AI companions or online co-op can significantly ease the pressure. As a result, the roughly 45-hour campaign feels more approachable without losing its edge. This is still a demanding game that requires focus and patience, but it's no longer as hostile to newcomers. That balance may be one of Nioh 3's greatest achievements. Unfortunately, Nioh 3 doesn't land cleanly on a technical level. Even on PS5 Pro in performance mode, frame rate drops are hard to ignore. Busy encounters with multiple enemies can cause noticeable stutters, and traversal through open zones isn't always as smooth as it should be. These issues don't break the game, but they do undermine its otherwise excellent combat, especially in moments where precision is everything. Post-launch updates will need to address this, because the foundation here deserves better optimization. Nioh 3 earns a strong 8 out of 10. Its combat system is among the best in the genre, offering incredible depth, flexibility, and intensity. The new open zone structure enhances progression and accessibility, even if the activities themselves lack originality. Performance issues prevent it from reaching true greatness, but as a culmination of Team Ninja's design philosophy, Nioh 3 stands as the series' most complete and confident entry yet. Nioh 3 may not redefine the Souls-like genre, but it doesn't need to. It refines, expands, and strengthens what Team Ninja already does best: fast, punishing, deeply rewarding action. The open zones give players more freedom, the dual combat styles add meaningful complexity, and the core gameplay loop remains as addictive as ever. For fans of the series, and for anyone craving a challenging action RPG with real mechanical depth, Nioh 3 is another hard-fought victory. And that's going to do it for our review of Nioh 3. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more reviews and deep dives, and let us know in the comments what you think of Nioh 3 so far, or if you're planning to pick it up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.